Hey there, Nicole. Folks are starting to join. If you can hear me, can someone give me a thumbs up or a yes? Just trying to check my audio here, so can someone let me know if we feel like that is working? Thumbs up? Okay. I think that's what that meant. All right, I know I said 4 o'clock, but I just want to give folks another couple minutes to hop in here. So thanks everybody for joining. I hope you are, yay, thank you, Nicole. I hope you're doing well today. If you are, thank you, Lisa. If you're tuning in from southeastern Wisconsin, then you know the sun was out today and it's warm, and thank the good Lord for that. We need a little sunshine. Hey, Sarah. Thank you all for joining. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. Just want to give everyone a chance to hop in here. I was a couple minutes late myself getting into the live, so even though I'm not actually seeing your faces, I can't tell you how much it means to me to see you tuned in here. I was on a high after Monday's bar cardio class. I personally just didn't realize how much I missed teaching and interacting with all the ladies in studio, and so it just was a big like thank you on my heart for everyone that joined and then watched later and commented. It's amazing how you start to realize the things that you maybe were not recognizing what a big impact they had on you certainly are now, when we have lots of time for self-reflection. So, all right, it seems like the ads have kind of quieted down, so we're going to get started here. I'm going to readjust the camera so that so you're able to see me on my mat. And then I would just encourage you, I'm kind of going to be facing sideways to you, so I'll move around a little bit to adjust for you to be able to see me. But maybe your laptop or tablet or whatever you're watching on might be good, well positioned at kind of the front of your mat, if that's comfortable for you. If you practice yoga often, you may even just need my voice to cue you. So with that, let me adjust accordingly. This is the new yoga room, old guest room. We've got diffusers, obviously, plants, obviously, crystals, obviously. So we're well stocked here. All right, with that, I'd like everyone to come to a seated position on their mat. All right. So just starting in a nice cross-legged seated position, bringing the hands to the knees, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears, tucking the chin in just slightly, and then maybe letting the eyes close. Start to tune into your breath, just noticing where it's sitting in the body right now. Pressing palms into the knees for a more grounding sensation, or flipping the palms up towards the sky to receive energy. And then just start to deepen the breath. In and out. And let the breath become deeper and deeper with each inhale and each exhale. Start to let the weight of the day, the week, the last week and a half just melt off of the shoulders, down away from you. Let it be absorbed by the earth around you. It is no longer yours to carry. We'll set it down right here, right now. Keep deeply inhaling and exhaling. Letting the spine come nice and tall. Feel the belly button pull in. And let go. Thinking about the breath as a nice fluid motion. Inhaling on the top of the circle, exhaling on the bottom. Or maybe even like an ocean wave. Inhale as it rolls in towards you. Exhale as it pushes away. Letting any negativity, bad thoughts, feelings go right out to sea with the breath. On our next inhale, we'll scoop those arms up high to the sky. Exhale, hands back down to the knees and start to circle. Pressing the heart forward and then scooping the belly in. Just starting to awaken the spine here. Some of us have been sitting at desks all day or standing all day. If you've already gotten in a workout or whatever other movement you were hoping for today, feel free to take this however you'd like. Well, in fact, regardless of what you've done today, I want you to take this however you'd like, in a way that honors your mind and body. And when you get to center here, let's reverse directions. Anytime we come to our mat, we have the opportunity to set down the things we've been carrying, physically, mentally, emotionally, within the four corners of our mat. We can tune into ourselves in a way that can sometimes be challenging off of the mat. And so just allowing yourself the opportunity to be present for these next 20 minutes or so. Constantly coming back to the breath. When you come back to center here, a little bit of cow and cat. So pressing the heart forward, chin lifts. And then rounding through the spine, tuck the chin. Exhale as you press forward. Inhale, pull back. And keep moving like this. Starting to create a nice fluid motion. Moving in a way that just feels good and organic to your body. And we'll take one more like that, pressing the heart forward. And pulling the spine in. And then sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, reach up and over. Placing a palm to the earth, that shoulder draws down and away from the ear. And maybe turning the chest open a little bit. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale back through center and take it over to the other side. This time we twist. As you inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twisting over your shoulder. Keeping the spine nice and tall. Stay connected to your breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale over the other side. Inhale back to center. Draw hands together and down to your heart center. Gently bowing the chin. Just pausing for a moment. Maybe in just these few moments since we started, you're starting to feel a shift of your energy. Starting to feel a presence within you that didn't exist throughout the day. Carry that with you as we practice this afternoon and as you move off your mat. Inhale, the arms reach high. Exhale, Roll the wrists down and away. One more time. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, roll the wrists down and away. And then hands come out in front of you. Gently press yourself up and over until you find tabletop. Hands stack underneath the shoulders. Knees stack underneath the hips here. Nice long flat back as you press the palms into the earth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, heart forward for cow. Tailbone lifts. Exhale, cat. Inhale, rather. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. And one more time, press the heart forward. And then pull the belly button up and in. Find that rounding in the spine. And then as you come back to a neutral spine, just walking the hands forward an inch or two, tuck your toes under, send your hips high, find a downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet when you get here. Your gaze comes between the thighs towards the back of your mat. Shoulder blades slide down your spine away from the ears. Low belly draws up and in. Taking one more deep inhale here. As you exhale, start to walk to the top of your mat and find yourself in a forward fold. Just letting your body hang heavy there, gravity doing all the work. If you'd like, or it feels good, you could grab for opposite elbows or biceps. Take a big generous bend in the knees. Shaking the head yes and no. Releasing any tension you're holding between the shoulders and the ears. And then release the hands down to the earth. Start to walk your feet together. Inhale, finding a halfway lift. Nice long spine. Low belly draws up and in. Exhale to fold. Again, we inhale to a half lift. Exhale to fold. This time we inhale as we circle the arms high, rising tall to mountain pose. Exhale, release the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, draw the elbows, hands down and back, open the chest. Big breath in as you lift the chest, bend in the knees, exhale, forward fold. Keep that generous bend in the knees as the shoulders pull up and over. Breath in and out as you release the hands down to the earth. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, finding high plank. We hold in our high plank here. Draw the low belly up and in. From here, gently lower to the knees. Keeping that left or right knee, whichever works for you, down. Start to spin open to one side, coming into that supported side plank. Left and right can be opposite when you're viewing this on video, so just remember what side you're starting with and do the opposite side next time. I'm starting left knee down if you want to meet me there. Taking the side plank a little further, reach your hand up and over. Bicep frames the ear, and then maybe we start to hover the right foot off the earth. Finding length between the fingertips and the heel. One more breath in. Exhale, come back down and step back. Find your high. One more time. Low belly draws up and in. And then from here we lower the knees, switching out to the other side. So this time my right knee is down. I'm opening up to the left side rather. Finding that supported side plank. Switching around for you, but you stay where you're at. Maybe the next step is to have like a full-blown camera crew so they can circle the mat for me. We'll see how popular these videos get. All right, reach the arm up and over. Maybe start to hover the foot away from the mat, creating length between the fingertips and the heels. Low belly draws up and in. Really activating that lifted leg, pressing the mat away from you. with the hand that's down to the mat. Don't forget to breathe here, constantly checking in with the breath, prioritizing it. One more inhale. As you exhale, turn yourself back down to the mat, step into that high plank one more time, and then send the hips high, find down dog. From here, we inhale the right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee between the shoulders, planting that right foot. Turn the back foot down on a 45-degree angle, rising up, find your warrior one. Taking a moment to settle in here, the shoulders draw away from the ears. Pull the belly in, square the shoulders to the top of your mat. Now as you settle in here, see if you can lift the toes away from the mat and then gently set them back down. Releasing any tension that you're holding by gripping the mat with those feet, rather pressing evenly into both feet. Zip the inner thighs together and see if you can't sink a little lower into that front knee. Take an inhale as you reach tall. Exhale, airplane the arms back behind you. Start to hover the torso over the thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, airplane arms back, hover the torso. Imagine someone pulling those fingertips back behind you to create length. Shoulders pull away from the ears. One more time, we inhale to reach. This time as we exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, find high plank. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Breath in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Exhale as you step the foot through, turn the back foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Taking a moment to feel this on the opposite side. Shoulders drawing down away from the ears, low belly pulls up and in. Looking down, seeing if you can see that big left toe. Knee reaching towards the outside edge of your foot. Inhale to reach taller. Exhale, airplane the arms back. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sweep back one more time. And then we inhale to reach tall. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, find high plank. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Breathe here. Find that focal point at the back of your mat, allowing you to reconnect with your breath. Deep inhales, deep exhales. On your next inhale, shift forward, high plank. Hold here for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, hips high, down dog. 3 more like that. We inhale, shift forward. Hold for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, hips high. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale. Breath in. Hips back, down dog. 1 more just like that. You're doing great, everybody. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out, hips high, down dog. Right away, we inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot through, turn the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Inhale to lengthen through the sides of your body. Exhale, airplane the arms back behind you. Inhale, reach tall. This time as you exhale, interlace those hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders down, open the chest. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, humble your warrior as you hinge forward and fold. Right shoulder coming to the inside of the right knee if possible. And then see if you can't draw the right knee a little closer to center rather than towards the outside of your mat. Your gaze comes to the back of your mat or the back foot. Shoulders pull up and over. Head hangs heavy. 1 more breath in and out. And then on your next inhale, start to rise back up And release the hands up, warrior one. Exhale the hands down to the mat, step back high plank, hips high, down dog. Right away we inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, back foot turns down. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Take that moment to settle in. Low belly lifts. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, pull up and away and open the chest. Exhale, hinge forward, fold. Pausing here for a couple rounds of breath. Deep inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, pull yourself back, release the hands, find warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank, hips high, down dog. Breath in and out. Deep inhales. Big open mouth, side out exhale. One more time like that. Breath in. Exhale it out as you gently walk to the center of your mat. Coming to that forward fold in the center of your mat, start to heel toe the feet, heels in, toes out. Sink the hips low, finding your yogi squat here. So hands come to heart center if possible, maybe even those thumb knuckles to your breastbone. Pressing elbows into knees, knees into elbows. Really opening up through the inner thighs. Shoulders fall away from the ears, the crown lifts if possible. The heels might not even touch here, or you might even be up a little higher, but wherever you're at, try to find some stillness. Maybe even closing the eyes. Come back to your breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Start to lift through the hips. Pressing up high, heel toe the feet back in about hip distance apart. Grab those peace fingers around your big toes and pull the elbows away from the body and start to bend into the knees, creating a nice lengthening in the back of the body, especially through the calves and hamstrings. Low belly pulls up and in. Head hangs heavy. And we breathe. And then start to release the hands. Inhale to a halfway lift, nice long flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle the arms high. Come all the way to mountain pose, standing at attention, hands to heart center. And then just shift to either side of your mat and start to walk the feet nice and wide. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So feet are parallel. Taking it as wide as possible. Hands come to the hips, nice tall spine, low belly pulls in, hinging at the hips, start to forward fold with that nice flat back. And then start to release all the way down. Hands can come to the mat, maybe reaching through the legs if that feels good to you. Maybe reaching for the outside of your ankles or your calves. Wherever you come to, finding some stretch. So maybe a little bit deeper here than you usually go, but taking it to some point where you find a little bit of an edge with the stretch. And once you find it, make sure you can find the breath. If the breath is hard to find, maybe back out of the stretch just a little bit. Keep breathing here. And then walk the hands back underneath your face. We'll plant the left palm, reach open with the right fingertips heading towards the sky. Finding a twist. And then that right palm comes back down to the mat. Left fingertips reach for the sky. Finding a twist on the opposite side. And And then hand comes back down to the mat. Start to walk the feet a little bit closer, heels in, toes out. And then start to sink the hips and come back up here. So coming a little bit closer together, knees track over toes, hands to heart center. And then start to just take some little pulses here right at center, pressing through the thighs. Spine is nice and lifted. We're breathing here. Just a little extra work for those legs before we come down to our backs. We're here for 10, 9, you're doing great. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, core is strong. 3, 2, hold it down nice and low. And then see if you can't lift those heels off the earth just a little bit, really working that core a little bit more for 4, 3, 2, release the heels, come to that 5-pointed star, open the chest, and then hands come to your hips, start to heel toe the feet back together. Coming to the top of your mat, start to bend into the knees, seat, reaching for the heels until you find yourself all the way down to the mat. Gently lowering down, find boat pose right away. Shins come parallel with the floor, chest is lifting, spine and neck are long. We won't be here long. We're here 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then nice and slowly, I want you to find your way all the way to your back, laying all the way on your back. Just kind of letting yourself be and breathe for a moment. And then start to draw the knees into the chest. Giving yourself a nice hug, a nice squeeze. And then those arms can come out to a capital T, or you can cactus the arms depending on what you have room for. And just gently let the knees fall to the right side of your body, creating a gentle spinal twist. Your gaze can stay up to the sky or turn over the left shoulder away from those bent knees. Really listening to the neck and the back. And then connecting back to your breath, maybe closing the eyes. And then gently draw the knees back through center and over to the left, creating a spinal twist on the opposite side, maybe turning away from those bent knees if it feels good to you. And then bringing the knees back to center. Plant the feet firmly on the earth. We're going to set ourselves up for just one round of bridge. The hands come down by your side. Press firmly into the palms and the feet on the inhale. As you exhale, start to lift the hips away from the earth. Press firmly into the feet, firmly into the palms. Chin stays lifting towards the sky. Core is nice and strong. And then see if you can relax the glutes a little and still press the hips high. Core engaged. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release the hips back to the earth. Draw the bottoms of your feet together, knees come wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Hands can come to the thighs, or maybe you bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Feel the sensation of the breath, the rise and fall of the chest, your heartbeat. That life force within you. Allow it to bring you right back to this present moment. And then as you're ready, gently close the knees like a book. Draw the knees into the chest one more time, giving yourself a big, nice squeeze. From here, we flex through the feet and send our feet high to the ceiling, creating length in the back of the legs, setting yourself up for candlestick or waterfall pose. This is a great spot to place a block under the low back or sacrum to help support yourself, but also create more of an inversion. You could use a blanket. It also is just amazing just to have the feet lifted, sending fresh blood throughout the body, calming the nervous system. You can always support the backs of the legs with hands behind the thighs if it helps. Tuning back to that breath once more. We're here for another 2 circles of breath. Last big breath in. And as you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Take the knees nice and wide towards the shoulders, and then start to reach for the bottoms of the feet, setting yourself up for a happy baby. Pressing the feet into the hands and the hands into the feet, or maybe reaching for the calves today, or behind the thighs rather, wherever feels comfortable for you. And whether movement or stillness feels good, really listening to the body. It's always sending you signals. We just often are not listening. And then for one last time, we draw the knees into the chest, curling that forehead up to the knees, giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. We inhale. We stay for the exhale. One more time, we inhale. Make yourself nice and tight and small. And as you exhale, start to let it go. Letting the arms and legs come long. Letting the body be heavy. Relaxing into the mat, into the earth. Let your body feel supported by the earth below. Feel the earth rise to meet you. Knowing that even though I'm not physically there with you, I'm spiritually there with you and guiding you, and will bring you out of this Shavasana when it is time. But for now, simply just letting go. Nothing left to do but be and breathe. And then as you are ready, gently start to reawaken the body with tiny movements of the fingertips and toes. Maybe taking a full body stretch. And when you're ready, rolling off to the right side of your body. And as we pause here for a moment to send love and gratitude to ourselves and out into our community, we are reminded now more than ever how important our health and wellness is. Taking care of the mind and body has never felt more paramount. And so thank yourself for making the time to do this today. And gently press yourself up to a seated position at the top of your mat. When you arrive, drawing your hands together at your heart center, pressing the thumb knuckles towards your chest to feel the heartbeat. Maybe letting the chin drop towards the chest. We'll take a breath in and sigh it out as you exhale. It is truly an honor to practice with you. From my heart to yours, namaste. So thank you everybody that tuned in today, and to anybody that watches this back. It's really cool to be able to virtually practice together even though we can't physically be together, so I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear from you if there's another kind of class you're hoping to see, a length of class, etc. If there was anything that was glitchy here, feel free to let me know that as well so I can fix it for next time. But really, something else that's on my heart and I would love to share with you, for any of you that are still around or watching this, just know that everything you're feeling is completely valid. We are in such strange and uncharted waters, and I think that it could be easy to judge ourselves for how we're feeling or thinking. And it's important to recognize that all of those thoughts and feelings are valid and they matter. And it's important to sit with them and recognize them. And it's also important to do things like come to our mat so that we can process them. And I just really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning in, for making time for yourself. And truly, namaste. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thanks.